Hello, this is Exotic Pinay and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to talk about the when not to date online. Since dating online is a very common thing right now with all the technology that we have, and especially now that the pandemic is ongoing, so it's so hard for us to really be physical. So most of the people are falling online. It's the connection and it's the energy between two persons when they talk and they started to like each other, attach to each other, and suddenly they just realized that they wanted to be in each other's company every day. But what are the few reasons not to date online? So most of the things that I am going to discuss, guys, is basically of what I've experienced for online dating. So as I've told you about, guys, I have 4 years relationship online. A guy that I never met, though I met his parent. And of course, after that, another online relationship. So anywho, it's not very easy to date online. First, you should not date online if first reason is you don't know how to trust. If you have trust issues. Why? Because online thing can be very, very, very tricky. So if you don't know how to trust the person, you won't have a peace of mind at all. You're only okay, well, you're only happy when you're talking with a person. But what if the person cannot spend their time 24 hours on the internet? They have stuff to do. You cannot just be online all the time to talk to the person in the other part of the world or in the other part of your city or in the other part of your country. You have your own life to do, responsibilities and things that you have to fulfill rather than talking to your other half. So if you don't have the trust to the person, you'd always think, what is she doing? What is he doing? What has been going on? Like what if the person, let's say for example, realistically here in the Philippines, we don't have a lot of signal. So our signal goes on and off. And sometimes you're talking to them later in the other part of the road, you're out of signal, and then suddenly he was thinking, oh, what the heck? Why there's no more? Why she just end my call? Why cannot contact her again? Who is she with? What is she doing? Right. So that's another. That's the thing. Why, if you have trust issues and you cannot trust a person, then you better don't pursue or don't even start an online relationship with her because it will just end so wrong. Second, you hear bad things about her from their exes or him. So since of course you don't know the person yet, you like her, you like him, yes, you get good connection, you get moments together, but you hear things about her in her past. And of course, if it's the ex, they're always just telling you all the bad things about her, and it's always one-sided. It takes two to tango, but of course the ex is always telling the only bad part to you because probably he's still not moved on, or you know he just want to be perfect, and so that's all your fault. And then of course then you believe that, and then what X said about that person just go straight to your head every time. And so then you're always find some reason for you to be able to find a fault and mistake in every situation that he or she is doing based on what you heard from the past relationship. So then, if you think that the person literally is bad as what you heard from the ex, then don't even start dating him or her because it could actually affect your inner peace and her inner peace. So let's say for example, um she just has been this friendly, she thinks she's crazy and you know that, all this and that, and then you started to, yep, I don't care, I believe in you, I like you, And then later on, you're going to give that shit to her or him all the freaking time. It's because what you heard from her ex, that she is that way. And even though that person is not really doing that thing, that's what you see because that's what you heard and you believe it. And so then, what? Then it will just create trouble. It will just create conflict emotionally and mentally for both of you. So second reason why you don't date online. If you think the person, you cannot trust the person, don't date online. If you think she got the bad past, that's why they broke up with a past relationship and she's still not changing, or she's that way until now, don't date the person. Because it will just create conflict for both of you. What's the freaking sense? We are dating for us to be able to be happy, for us to be able to feel connected with a person, for us to be able to be there for the person for the good times and the bad times. And if we are dating just to causing misery to each other, to the other person or to the other half, online, then better not, right? It's just nothing sense. Third is that your past, right? Your past. So if you have a bad past, let's say for example me, I have this past that, of course, I I did bad to the person did bad to me, I did it double bad to the person. And you have been emotionally crushed and broken, and it just keeps coming back to you, and you also seen that to the person. Like, the person is not doing anything. The person is just being himself, being herself. He didn't do anything. But because of your past, it hold you back to trust the person. So if you won't be able to um, let go of the past, of course you have to learn something from your past. But if you're going to put it back, the thing that happened to your part to the new partner that you have, then there's no sense to start online relationship. Long distance relationship already is very hard for people that already met physically and they have to go away from each other for months, for years. It's very hard for them. They already feel connected physically, they've been together physically, and then they have to go for work, for going home back to where they from, and then they have to do long distance relationship. It's not even easy for them. How much more for an online relationship that you don't meet the person yet? Right? That's the thing. Another thing for an online relationship, that you should not go online relationship if you are expecting perfections and so much commitment. Like, you want the person to be who you want them to be, not what they are. Like, the person is trying to be himself or herself, and then you're giving every single thing a meaning of disrespecting you, of misleading you and stuff. Another bad thing about online relationship is that you are always misleading, miscommunicating, and misunderstood about the things that has been really going on, and your perception of the things that has or she has been doing or he had been doing. So maybe this person just implies this, and then you understand this way, and then boom, miscommunication, then fight, and then there goes the emotional stress, mental stress, and instead of being happy to be with a person, all you feel is jealousy, pain, misery, and sadness. So if you think that you are in an online relationship but all you feel is just sadness, being cheated on, being lied on, and all that, then don't go for an online relationship. It's not healthy. It's not healthy because even though it's just an online relationship, it could actually get into you, into your heart, into your head, and it will affect your personal life. It will affect the way you deal with people, with your family, with your friends in the real world. It's always almost the same like the online bullying. It's just like, it's okay, I'm just going to tell you, kill yourself, you die, you slut, go cook, go suck someone else, you know. but you don't actually know how it affects the person, even though you just say it online. It could affect them in real life. That's why there are many cyberbullying that cause to suicidal of many people. That's how online relationship could affect you as well. So if you think that the person is doing things all the time to just disrespect you, then, you know, if the person don't give you more happiness, more happiness, then, and only misery, sadness, and the feeling of being cheated on, lied on, being disrespected, then don't go for an online relationship. Don't ever continue. Next is that don't go for an online relationship if you know that, especially you are far from the other country and the other side is in the other country. Let's say, for example, America, Canada, um, whichever countries, Western countries, Scandinavian countries, and the woman is in Asia. If you know that you don't have capacity to get that person to you, or her that don't have capacity to get to you, you don't have capacity to get to her, or you both don't have capacity to get to each other, don't go for an online relationship. You're wasting each other times. You're wasting the person's times, the feelings, the emotions, everything, and time is gold. So if you know you cannot get the person, don't promise them anything. Don't make them wait. You know, both, it's for both, for men and women. So if you know, both know that you cannot be together in whatsoever way, or it's so impossible almost for you to be together, don't go for an online relationship. Because that will suck. That the person is waiting for you for the longest time, 4 years, 5 years, and then you are not coming. You just love their company. You just love their attention. What about them? Maybe they could find someone better. Or maybe they could use their times with something else, or with someone else, than to be just talking to you and you're not even going to meet. And it happened many, many times, and it happened to me. So that's another thing, that you don't go for an online relationship. Online relationship is one of the most complicated relationship in the world. And we cannot say it's just an online relationship. It's not just an online relationship, because even with that relationship, you invest your feelings, you invest time, you invest energy. And so if you are not ready for all of that, then I think you better stay away from the person. You better break up until it's early. You see the red flag yourself, maybe the other person sees the red flag too. Other thing about online relationship is the scamming. And this is very common. And I have been told that I scam before my ex with our own relationship, which not actually my ex said that, it's just the other person. So it happened a lot of time that mostly women, it's not just in the Philippines, but even all over the world, or even the men could do that, using the emotions and feelings to get the person to help you the same way over and over again. And maybe not just you, maybe someone else too, getting all this person together to get into your feelings, to get deep into you, and then scam starts. And that happened. And if you think that is happening, then don't go for an online relationship when that is happening in your relationship. Because it's not it's not very easy. It's not just emotions there, which emotions is the best big part of the online relationship. But how about the time? How about the time that you cannot get back again? How about the time wasted for the wrong person because they cannot just come here? They just want your company. So, that's all, guys. I mean, there are quite a lot of more reasons why not to date online. Of course, another one is that you cannot get that hug that you want when you're down. Who don't want to be hugged? Who don't want to be kissed? Who don't want to be held in the hands when they are in the downfall moment, when they are doubting about themselves, when they are super stressed? So if you are that person that constantly needing a hug, needing a sex, needing this and that physically, then don't go for an online relationship. Don't deceive the person that you are just dating there and then you are having someone in the side to hug you and give you that pleasure. That's exactly why the reason. If you are dating online, don't date online for years and years and years. Aside when you guys can actually do something about it together in whatever ways you can do online. So, yeah. These are just the points that I'm trying to give you guys. Most of them are actually based on my experience. Um, it takes two to tango. So it means to say, not just my fault, not just his fault, both fault. You cannot just fight alone. Yeah, because you started. Ups. Come on. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you will like my video. If you don't like, you can feel free to put the thumbs down. And don't forget to comment. And watch out for my other videos. Types of girlfriends. So I'll be going to make a video about the type of girlfriends. And I'm going to act it just like how I acted the drunky Filipina and the jealous girlfriend. So I hope you guys enjoy my video. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to promote my channel. Thank you so much, and much love to everyone that supports me. You guys are being appreciated deeply from my heart, and kisses and love. See you again.